What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to some more Littleroot Laddering. So we are carrying on this week playing Sever's multi-scale Lugia Calm Mind set here. If you haven't checked out the video from Tuesday, I highly recommend it. This video is this team's really cool. I'm a fan of what we have going on, and this Amoonga set's really great. Having Focus Sash means that you can almost always be able to get a Spore off if you need to. Lumberry Lumberry Landers is great, being able to have access to Sword Stance as well, so you can ignore opposing Intimidators, which is super common right now. And of course, you have Incineroar for extra Intimidate. You have access to Parting Shot here, so you can just cycle in and out against physical attackers on the opposing side. Parting Shot means you also are lowering that special attack for those mons. And then we have, Regieleki and Gastrodon rounding out the team here as well. So this team's been very fun. I'm excited to get in and play some more games with it today, see what we can do. So let's just do exactly that. So today is the first day of Players' Cup 4 qualifiers. So I'm interested in hearing how everyone is done down in the comments section below. I will be streaming my matches for day one, so that is obviously already happened because this is coming out on Saturday. So make sure you go and drop a follow on Twitter and on Twitch and all those good things as well. So it really does help us out. But let's get into game number 1 here. What do we want to listen to today? I actually haven't heard this tournament music because I haven't done the All-Star tournament things for after like the Crown Tundra DLC. I haven't messed with it, so I legitimately have no idea what this music is. So I believe this is the special Zekrom team that Aaron Zhang featured a couple weeks back now. Of course, we have the Defiant Thunderous. We have Weakness Policy on the Zekrom that we're going to trigger with Comfey. So honestly, what do we like here? I kind of just want to put it to sleep. I think that might just be our solution to what they have going on here, is just put their things to sleep. Because if they lead on Thunderous, then like we can live in Airstream and Spore it. Lugia looks really great here. They could, I believe this is Dark Urshifu, so they could trigger our policy on Lugia. Gastrodon doesn't look awful, seeing how they have double electric types. I don't want to bring Landorus because like it's not going to do anything against the Zekrom, and it's going to actually help out the Defiant Thunderous here. So I think I like Eleki, Lugia, and Gastrodon here. And just like come in with late game Lugia and clean up if possible. I actually don't remember if Aaron's team had Clefairy on it. I don't believe so now that I actually think about it. But I'm sure this is special Zekrom. I mean, I guess we're going to find out, but we have Eleki, so we can set up screens here. And, I mean, we might be able to anticipate it being physical here as well. Like, we could just Reflect plus Spore here on one. I think that's probably the best play. Like, we're Sash, so no, because they are going to, they're going to max Lightning. So what if we just Sludge Bomb the Comfey and just, like, start removing it from the field? And I really want to set up a light screen, but what if it is physical? I'm going to set up a light screen. I think this is correct. I'm banking on this being special Zekrom and them not wanting to that is something that has been running around because of Aaron. He played it and featured it, and so as a result, like, Zekrom has kind of picked up in popularity here lately. And as a result, I'm banking on this being that set, being special Zekrom. I have a feeling this is just going to be Max Lightning into... I mean, honestly, either of my Mons take that extremely well. Even if it is +2, but we're going to be behind light screen, so... we should be fine. I think we are A-okay here. Yep, there's the Draining Kiss to trigger that policy. There's our light screen. Please be special. There's the Max Lightning into Amoonguss. I'm not sure, so I'm going to set up a Reflect as well. And there's the Sludge Bomb. Honestly, really good damage. And we get the poison. Heck yeah. Good job, Amoonguss. Pulling your weight today, buddy. We could Rage Powder here. Or we could just Sludge Bomb plus Thunderbolt. Could Electro Web. Electro Web would be really bad if they do have Thunderous in the back and they switch in here. So I don't think that's the play. I think this is just Thunderbolt into the Comfey. I don't believe Comfey, like, typically speaking, Comfey does not run Protect. Of course, they have it here, so naturally we're immediately going to get punished. So that's cool. There's a Wormwind. Probably into Amoonguss. Yep. Who does not hold on. That's fine, though. That's fine. I'm kind of okay with this. Like, they've taken multiple turns of theirs to deal with my Amoonguss. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out Lugia here, and I'm going to bait and switch here and go into Gastrodon this turn, anticipating the Max Lightning this turn. And we will go ahead and Thunderbolt down this Comfey, just remove it from the field. Hey, look, it was a Lugia. You should hit it. Draining Kiss, not going to do a ton to Gastrodon. And that recovery is not going to matter. There's the Thunderbolt. There's the KO. This could be Wormwind into Lugia. No, it is Lightning. I mean, it could have been Wormwind into Eliki, which would have not been great, but honestly, I think this is fine. And now, I wonder if this is a Max Gastrodon kind of game. Like, there's Ensign. Gastrodon lines up pretty well against everything going on here. Like, obviously, we don't know their fourth, but... like, we can just Quake here. We could Quake. We could also Geyser into... huh. I kind of like maxing... I'm going to Quake into the Incense slot. And I'm going to go into Lugia on... No. Yeah, maybe. I think it's actually fine to lose Eliki if they do, in fact, like, Fake Out plus... if this is, like, Fake Out plus Wormwind into my Eliki, I'm fine with that. They're just going to bring in Clef. I'm pretty okay with this. I'm pretty okay with how this endgame is going to play out. We have a Lugia in the back. We are still behind light screen. It might be correct this next turn to swap out Eliki into Lugia so we can get a Quake and get that special defense boost onto it as well. And we're going to see the Protect from the Zekrom. Feel like I read this turn pretty okay. Gonna get our Reflect up just in case. Okay. Honestly, I think I'm okay just to stay in here with Eliki. Like, just double into... I'm going to Quake the Zekrom, and we'll Electro Web this turn. Now that we know they don't have Thunderous here, like, going for the Electro Web here is pretty great because that means that Lugia is going to guarantee be faster than the Zekrom here in the end game. And in the event they switch the Zekrom out, that removes not only, like, the speed drops that Electro Web is going to do, but more importantly, it's going to remove the buffs from Weakness Policy, which is going to be huge for us. If they cycle out the Zekrom, then it's fine because then, Incineroar is going to come in, but it doesn't accomplish anything here. So, yeah, this Quake should pick up the KO here. And it is, in fact, Special Zekrom. Could have made the read and gone into Lugia there, but honestly, I wasn't expecting Earth Power. I was expecting Special Zekrom, but I was not expecting Earth Power. Sure. This is all A-okay in my book. He's like, how do they beat this Gastrodon? How do they beat this Gastrodon here? I legitimately don't see a way for them to do so. Like, they can Fake Out plus attack into Lugia this turn. Fake Out is going to break the multi-scale, so there's a non-zero chance we lose Lugia. They could also protect could protect the Zekrom. We're going to go for the Calm Mind. I don't think we're getting an attack off with Lugia, though. Oh, this is kind of good for us. Yeah, this is real good for us. Yeah, they're going to Parting Shot my Gastrodon, but I don't really care. The big thing I care about is getting the special defense boost. And they are Shuka. So, like, Ensign's living this hit, but that's kind of fine by me. Because now Lugia is at +2 special defense against the Zekrom. I think that's the big thing. Gastrodon, I mean, against the Zekrom here. Gastrodon's at +3 special defense, so that's cool. I'm going to yawn this Ensign, and I'm going to Calm Mind again. Lugia is, in fact, the fastest thing on the field. Thank you for triggering my policy. Sure, that's fine. Now we can yawn the Zekrom. We can hit recover. Like, I feel like we are inevitable at this point. It's just a matter of playing this end game to our outs. Gonna go back up to full. This Ensign's really fast. Like, pretty fast. The fact that, like, it's outspeeding Zekrom while... granted, Zekrom is at -1, but... Alright, cool. Ensign's taking a nap. Reflect is gone, but that's fine. Now we can... we will go for the Earth Power into Ensign. We'll click Recover this turn. Which will put us back up to full so we can live a hit through the Rising Voltage thanks to Multiscale. Yeah, that was a great game. Definitely read that correctly to Dynamax the Gastrodon in that end game. I think that's the first time we've done anything with Gastrodon on this team so far, and man, it did its work there. So really satisfied with that one. And yeah, I have heard that music. It's not what I thought it was, but I thought it was going to be like DLC music. Evidently not. Oh well, that's fine. Let's continue on here. Get paired into another game. A couple more wins today, and we could be in the Master Ball, which I would love to see. Would love to see. Alright. Zacian Dusclops, Landorus Ensign, Lapras, and Amoonguss. I really like our Amoonguss. I like Gastrodon. I think I like Ensign. I think, I mean, see, here's the thing, is, like, I think, like, both of these are weak to Lapras. Landorus is more weak because, like, it's 4 times weak to Ice while also being weak to Water, whereas Ensign is just weak to, like, the Water attacks coming off of it. Granted, we're not bringing it out in front of Lapras, hopefully. So this is just going to be, like, Amoonguss Ensign up front. With Gastrodon. Do I like Lugia or Eliki more? I'm leaning towards Lugia, I think. But Eliki is also pretty good. But, like, Eliki's only really good against, like, Lapras and Amoonguss, so Amoonguss can't put us to sleep if we max it, which I don't want. Like, we can max this this Eliki, but for the most part, I don't think that's what you want to be doing with it majority of the time. Maybe. Is that on me or them? I think that was on them. Because they didn't bump me out to the main screen. Yeah. Alright, well. Yeah, we'll keep playing. Okay. I didn't really like our matchup into that team anyway, so I will take it. Let's see what we can do here for our next game. Let's see what we can do. Shadow Rider, Whimsicott, Indeedee, Cinderace, Eliki, and Urshifu. Man, this is a team that if we could set Trick Room, I would be all over this, but unfortunately, we do not have Trick Room here. That's kind of unfortunate. I kind of like... Man, I really just want to put him to sleep here. I think that might be our out, is like Eliki and Amoonguss up front. Incineroar is insane here, being able to come in and intimidate not only like Cinderace and the Urshifu, but also we can Parting Shot and threaten the... this is one of those times I wish we had Snarl, is against exactly Shadow Rider, but I think we're fine regardless. I really don't think I like Lugia here. Like, it gets beat up by so much, but if we can get off like a Calm Mind, I feel really good. But like, Lugia doesn't really line up against anything well here. I think this is just Landorus. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. I don't like Lugia here. There's just too many things on their end that threaten it, I think. Between Shadow Rider, Eliki, potentially Dark Urshifu on their side. Like, there's just a ton that threatens it immensely. And the fact that, like, we're not going to be reliably going to be able to get off those Calm Minds and recovers makes it a little more difficult, in my opinion. Cinderace should outspeed Eliki after... I'm just going to Sport. And we're going to cycle into Ensign here. Should outspeed Eliki after Tailwind. Good lord, I just lost my train of thought there so much. It's White Herb. Interesting. There's the Dynamax. Not surprised to see White Herb. It's actually something I was debating playing on my my PC4 team. Instead, I opted in for Life Orb, and I think that's fine. Personally, I'm a big fan of Life Orb. It just lets you dish out more damage. White Herb is really good right now in the format, though. I will admit that, just based on the fact of how much Incineroar and Landorus we're seeing, as well as, like, incidental other, like, intimidators. Like, granted, we're not seeing, like, Gyarados nearly as much, but there are instances where you see other intimidators in the format. Night-night. And now we cycle out into Landorus. And we fake out into Whimsicott to break its Sash. Get this recovery. Man, Focus Sash Amoonguss coming in clutch here. Now the Cinderace is at -1. So, like, their Dynamax is wasted. They're asleep. They're not waking up anytime soon. And here we can kind of like just going for a Swords Dance. They don't really have anything that can punish me for it. And I'm going to Flare Blitz down the Whimsicott here. Yeah, see, honestly, wasted their Dynamax. Absolutely huge force. Who are we bringing out? They're going to bring out Urshifu. And it's actually Water Urshifu. Hey, opponent. I'm a Dark type. Unfortunately, your Prankster moves don't work against Insane. Goodbye. And they're going to bring back out the Cinderace here. Okay. So I think my play is now Dynamax, and I'm going to Airstream into the Urshifu. And I'm actually going to go into Amoonguss, anticipating... I'm hoping this is Surging Strikes into the Ensign, but I could see it being Surging Strikes into the Landorus. But either way, like, now that we have Amoonguss back on the field, in the event this is Sash on the Urshifu, which it could be. We didn't see an item on Whimsicott, but because it wasn't like eject button, we can presumably assume that it was Focus Sash. It could be Mental Herb, but for the most part, Cinderace is going to wake up. They're going to go for the Pyro Ball. They're going to Pyro Ball into my Incineroar slot. Interesting. Not a play I anticipated, but honestly, it makes sense. And there's the Surging Strikes. I don't think we're living that. That's really unfortunate. Yep, unfortunately, they called us and they had our number today. That's really unfortunate because I don't think we can win this game now. Does their Tailwind end this turn? It does. Okay, so this is actually a really good position because now we can bring out Eliki, and like, granted we wasted our Dynamax, but I'm kind of okay with that because like Eliki puts on a ton of pressure against the Urshifu here, while Incineroar, like, we are going to lower the Cinderace's attack, which is good. We don't want to set up screens because, like, they just crit through it. So we're going to go for the Fake Out, and we'll go for the Thunderbolt. I have to remove this Urshifu, I think, to win. I think the Urshifu is the biggest threat to Eliki here. Okay. So the question is what does Cinderace do? I'm sorry. What? That's not High Jump Kick. That was Focus Blast. Opponent, are you okay, buddy? Are you going through something over there that you need to talk through? Like, what's going on? Help me help you here, buddy. Honestly, I'm just gonna set up a light screen, and I'm gonna try to delete this Calyrex. Like, now that they've shown us Focus Blast, and there's the Mud Shot. Gonna lower our speed, but that's fine. Insane, you're insane, my dude. Cool. And we have locked up this game, I feel like. Man, I was not ready for Focus Blast Cinderace today. Today has been a wild ride of emotions from start to finish. And there it is. There it is. We didn't even need our Dynamax. To be fair, they didn't really need theirs either, so it kind of works out. It all works out. That might be Master Ball. That might be Master Ball today. Yeah, we'll keep going. There it is. Love to see it. So let's see. 672. So we have Trick Room and Sun. And honestly, Amoonguss looks great against all of it. Granted, we have to watch out for exactly Charizard, which Eliki threatens a ton. So I think this is just our lead again. I think we need Incin for the Ice Rider. And I really want Lugia. It might be correct to bring Landorus, but like Landorus doesn't really do anything. Like, I mean, okay, so Landorus actually hits. Actually thinking about this for a second, we're Lumberry, so we can't be hit by Sleep Powder from the Venusaur. We hit it, Torkoal, and Charizard super effectively. We have Intimidate for Ice Rider. The downside is so we have 4 times weak hit from the Ice Rider into Landorus, but I'm not sure if that outweighs Lugia here. like, I think being able to pressure all of the Sun team with Landorus, I think, is really good. And I think as a result, like, having incidental abilities against the Trick Room side of their team as well makes it where Landorus is worth it over Lugia here. What is this lead? Huh. Okay. Well, I think here's my play. I'm going to spore the Ice Rider, and I'm going to Thunderbolt the Charizard. If they aren't Assault Vest and they Dynamax, this is going to do a ton. Hopefully they're just like switch out Ice Rider into Torkoal here, and then like they lose Charizard. Hopefully this is like Life Orb. We're gonna get rocked by a Glacial Lance this turn, I feel like. I really need Charizard to target down my Eliki instead. Could see this being Airstream into Amoonguss. There, Wakan Charizard. I can say I was not ready for Wakan Berry Charizard today, guys. Please don't Glacial Lance me. Please don't Glacial Lance me. Please don't Glacial Lance me. Oh, why did you do that? I specifically asked you not to do that. Well, guys, I think we lost. Because I wasn't ready for Wakan Berry Charizard of all things. Like, the worst part is they would have lived. They would have lived the Thunderbolt. But this is fine. We're gonna bring in Landorus. We're gonna bring in Ensign. The Ice Rider is gonna go back to neutral here. And we're gonna Dynamax the Landorus. Question is, do we Rockfall and remove the Charizard? Or do we Rockfall and try to remove the... Could also just Rock Slide. And fake out the... I don't hate Rock Slide. The downside is, like, if they take Landorus out here, we're Dynamaxing Ensign. But, like, I also don't think if they take Landorus out here, I don't think we can win. I need this Rock Slide to connect with Charizard. Okay, they max guard. That's fine. That's fine. Rock Slide into Zard. That does actual nothing into the Ice Rider. Lando takes... Okay. I think we're fine. We can Rock Slide again. We can Dynamax. And try to remove the Ice Rider this turn. Honestly, I think just a double up into it will remove it this turn. I think a Lariat plus a Rock Slide should be enough, seeing how much Rock Slide did. Yeah, they're going to withdraw. This is fine. Is this Torkoal? It is. That's not great. Kind of wish we had Dynamax Landorus now. There's a Wildfire, presumably into Landorus. That should be a KO. Yep. And from there, I don't think we're going to be able to win this game. That crit was not necessary. I don't see how we win this game. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and call it there, guys. Yeah. Them being Wakanberry was, I don't know if it cost us this game, but it definitely didn't help our chances. Just seeing how we didn't actually do half. I'm sure there are roles where I actually I want to do that real quick. I want to look that up and see just how much of a chance we had to Oko there. See, we want not Specs, we are Magnet. Against Charizard. Sure, that's stereotypical set. Thunderbolt is a roll with Magnet. And it's not a good roll. And that's saying they are... Actually, it's not awful. It's a 20% chance to one-shot Max Zard. So, like, it's not an awful chance. Obviously, if we Dynamax... it is a guaranteed KO, but not through Wakan. So... I can say I got outplayed. After having a great run up to Master Ball, we got bodied in it, but you know that's fine. Got to show off some cool stuff, and we'll throw this rental code up here at the end. Make sure you check it out while it's still available. Shout outs to Sever for putting this team together for us, and we'll be back later this week with some more Littleroot Laddering. Have a good one, everyone. Peace.